Hey YouTube, I'm Jess. Welcome to a new video. Today we're gonna film a get ready with me video. I am getting ready to film an empties video coming up after this. So that's what we're getting ready for today. As we can see, my hair is still air drying. I tried to give it like an hour to kind of dry so it wasn't sopping wet when I sat down to film this video, but it still has quite a ways to go. In the meantime, I'm gonna go ahead and start my makeup. I'm gonna do a fall inspired eyeshadow look today, and I think we're gonna start with eyeshadow because I'm gonna use my Natasha Denona shadows and they can sometimes have a bit of fallout. I'm just gonna prime my lids before we start with the Urban Decay primer potion. And I also just realized I'm so thirsty. Let me get some agua. Speaking of water, I saw somebody comment on someone's Instagram picture the other day. The person had made a post about how they were taking care of themselves and they were really noticing differences in their skin, and they had like made a list of everything that they were doing to make their skin look better, and one of the things they listed was drinking more water, and someone literally commented, "What type of water do you drink?" Social media has just gotten to this really funny place where we're looking for answers from people that aren't going to be of any benefit to us. If you live in a place where you can't drink the tap water, I'm telling you right now, it does not make a difference what type of bottled water you buy in terms of the effects of the water on your skin and your body. Like, water is water. So I'm just starting with a really soft, warm color in my crease. Now that sweater weather is back upon us, I've been going into a little bit more richer colors with my eyeshadow, creating looks in my day-to-day life recently that have just been a little bit darker, a little bit more pigmented, a little bit warmer, a little bit richer than what I was doing kind of all summer. And so I pulled out this palette again recently, and I've been using it every single day again. This is the Natasha Denona Metropolis palette. I love this palette. It was my favorite palette of the year last year, and there's just such a great variety of shades in here, and they're all so wearable. So I've been playing around with this palette quite a bit recently since the weather's cooled down. So I just started with this color right here and popped that into my crease. Yeah, I've been playing around with a lot of these colors. I'm feeling very like warm and rich and brown, possibly maybe a little bit of this red tone in there today. So the next color I'm going to take is this one right here, this kind of mid-tone neutrally brown. So you guys know, if you've been watching my videos, my vlogs, and some of my get ready with me's, I've been talking about it as well. I've been very stressed out with work since kind of the beginning of August. That was for a bunch of different reasons. I'll put the video across the top here where I kind of go into depth more about that. But besides all of those reasons, I had a specific issue with the client that was just dragging on and on and on forever and ever and ever, and finally that was resolved this week. And I just feel so good. Like, I feel so much better. I feel so much lighter. I was literally walking around every single day for over a month with this pit of anxiety in my stomach. Like, all I wanted to do was curl up on the couch and hug myself. I couldn't get myself to do anything. It was really hard for me to film, which is why I missed my Wednesday upload this week. I couldn't get to the gym. I didn't want to make any plans with friends. Work was a huge relief for me because I could concentrate on something else, and reading. I was just reading to, yeah, basically try to escape that stress that I was feeling. And now that we're into October, today's October 1st, work is slowing way down. I have quite a few less bookings in October than I had in September, and so that part of my work is a lot less stressful. And then this client issue got wrapped up, and so I'm feeling a lot better. There is this a new type of stress, which is like not having enough work booked this month so far, but I trust that the work will come, and I've kind of prepared for slower months anyways. So everything's gonna be fine, and I would so much rather feel like that and like know that it's something that I can work on and something I can work towards and something that I can actually do something about, as opposed to this like other stress that was just like overwhelm and things being in other people's hands. So yeah, it's all good. I'm feeling so much better. How pretty do those two shades look? Very sunset-y. I wasn't really wanting to do sunset vibes, so maybe we won't play with the red today. If you guys want me to do a look with the red in this palette, just let me know. I've done one before. I actually have an entire playlist. I think there's like 25 videos in it of me using this palette on my channel, so I'll link that in the description box down below as well if you're interested in seeing other looks with this palette, and I do for sure have one that features this color. But yeah, if you guys want to see another like fall time video using that red, let me know. I'm gonna dip into this color right here. I actually used this shade for the first time this week, and I think this will be my like third or fourth time using it now. It's so pretty. It looks in the pan like nothing special, like just kind of a warm brown, but it looks so gorgeous on the eye. So I'm gonna go ahead and kind of start tapping that onto my lid. I did such a fun job yesterday. I drove out to Waterloo, which is like an hour and a half away from where I live, to do the makeup for a family of sisters. So it was 4 sisters and their mom, and their brother was getting married. First of all, it was such a lovely experience. The girls were all so sweet. They were like hyping me up as I was working, and after I would finish each sister, they would hype each other up and hype me up, and it was just so positive and happy and like such a good experience. And then the other really cool thing was each girl was, I was thinking of it as like they were each their own Disney princess. Like each of them had a really specific, unique look. They all looked very different from one another, and they all wanted to play with their makeup a little bit more than people usually do. A lot of people are just like very afraid of makeup. They want something super natural, really light, glowy. I have definitely like specific wedding looks that I just repeat over and over again on people, and these girls wanted to do something different. They wanted to play with color. They were literally going through my Instagram and like choosing pictures off of my Instagram, which was so cool and so fun, and they were choosing some of my more creative looks and asking if I could recreate them. And yeah, I was able to create like a unique look for each sister. So the first sister had picked this photo of Emma Chamberlain from the Met, and you guys, I'm like creepily in love with Emma Chamberlain. She's like 19, and I just think she's the coolest person, and I loved her Met Gala look. I loved that she got to go to the Met Gala. Her dress, her hair, her makeup, everything was just, oh, like it was the best. And when this girl sat down and pulled up that look for me, I was like, yes, we are on the level, you and me. Unfortunately, I didn't have any kind of like colored eyeliners. I don't carry like brightly colored eyeliners in my kit. So instead of doing the little pop of green eyeliner that Emma had at the Met Gallery, we did like a green sparkle. The second sister wanted to do something pink. The third sister was like gold and bronzy. The fourth sister said like, do whatever you want. So I did like a warm smoky eye on her. And then the mom was like, just wanted something super natural. And I gave her like gold tones because she was wearing a black and gold dress. And yeah, I just loved that each of them wanted this unique look. And it was so fun to work with them and be a little bit more creative. And yeah, I don't know. It was a really good, super chill job. Okay, so next I'm gonna take my favorite color from this palette, which is this one right here. It's like a greeny gold, super shimmery, kind of like eyeshadow topper color. It is like the most stunning eyeshadow. On the center? Yeah, let's do it in the center of the lid. I've been using this eyeshadow every day for the last couple weeks. I did it over top of some of these green colors. I did it on a bronzy look like this. It's just so fun. And in person, it's just super glittery, super shimmery. It has a really high impact. Gorgeous. Okay, I think I'll leave the shadow there for now. Let's do some eyeliner. I've been too lazy to wing out my eyeliner recently, but I think I'll do it today because we're filming. I'm gonna use brown. I am back in a brown phase in my eyeliner life. By the way, when I say that most people are just looking for this certain type of bridal look that's like really natural and glowy and kind of basic and like the same thing as everyone else, I don't mean that in a bad way or like a negative way. I think that's like a totally reasonable request. not everybody wants their makeup to be the star of the show. Like there are other things going on, other things happening besides the makeup. The makeup is just like a piece of the look for most people. So yeah, I like do not mean that in a bad way, and I don't think if you like ask for like the standard bridesmaid look that's like a negative thing at all. And I love doing those type of looks too. That's why I do what I do. All right, so I'm just gonna pop on this eyeliner. Guys, I also wore lashes earlier this week for the first time in months. Like I haven't even been wearing them in my videos because yeah, I was just kind of over the lashes, but having them on that day was pretty nice. The pictures that I took that day looked great. So I think I'm gonna use lashes today for the first time in so long. My wrists are feeling sore. Is this like an old person thing? Like now that the weather's changing, I get sore joints. Okay guys, has anybody watched Squid Game on Netflix? Will and I finished it last night. I think we watched the whole season in about 3 days. Will's not a big binger. If we are watching TV and we watch like 2 episodes of something, he doesn't want to continue watching. He's such a saver. He loves to save stuff. I'm the opposite. I want to get through everything as quickly as possible. Guys, it was so good. It was so different than anything else that we've seen. If anybody watched Parasite last year, I'm sure a bunch of you guys watched Parasite. This is not similar to that in like anything besides the fact that it's in Korean, but also how different of a story it is. Like Parasite was such a crazy story. Something you're just like, how did they even think of this? It was so well executed. The characters were so amazing. The acting was so great. This show has all of those same attributes as well. It's such a different show. It's like a battle royale / like Hunger Games type of thing. Those wings turned out so nice. Maybe I should not pay attention when I do my eyeliner. Yeah, anyways, Squid Game, super dramatic, so good, so different. Really nice to watch something different for once. And if you guys have seen it, the Marbles episode, like I was sitting on my couch like this for like the whole Marbles episode. It was so stressful. Oh my god. Oh my god. So if you guys are looking for anything good to watch, definitely check out Squid Game on Netflix. For my mascara today, I'm gonna use the Urban Decay Perversion mascara. Oh guys, as my hair is drying, I'm noticing how blonde it looks. I got my hair colored this week, so we put a lot more blonde into it than was there before. And yeah, I'm digging it. I have probably not been this blonde in quite some time, so I'm quite enjoying it. All right, so I'm going to put on a little bit of face primer. I already did all of my skincare and stuff before the video started. For primer, I'm going to use this one from Clé de Peau, the Correcting Cream Veil. I made a video about this last week and I was surprised how smoothing this was. It really reduced the amount of texture that showed through my foundation. So I've used it once since then, and I definitely want to keep trying it out to see if it's something that kind of makes its way into my everyday routine. I'm not huge on primers. I like to prime mostly with skincare, but I was really impressed with this. It's also quite brightening, like it makes my skin look really bright and radiant. So yeah, I'm looking forward to trying it out a bit more. I think I might have just put on too much. It feels a bit heavy. It's hard to know when you first get products. That's why first impression videos are so hard, is because you need to really experiment with makeup when it's new. Try different application techniques, different tools, different amounts before I feel like you can really make a judgment about a product. And then I am gonna use that Clé de Peau foundation as well. So this is the Clé de Peau Radiant Fluid Matte Foundation. I have also used this once since that video and I quite liked it. I forgot to shake it the last time I used it and I just forgot to shake it again now, and you can see the product is quite separated when you do that, so you want to make sure you shake this really well before you use it. And I've been applying it with a sponge, and today I'm feeling like maybe I want to use a brush. All of my foundation brushes are so dirty. I need to wash my brushes. I wash my makeup brushes for work like multiple times per week. So I get so sick of washing makeup brushes that I never want to wash my own. So my own makeup brushes just get so nasty because I just cannot bring myself to wash any more brushes. That went on okay with a brush. It is a bit streaky at first, but you can definitely blend it in. And it looks really nice, doesn't it? Yeah, okay, so I do think I definitely prefer a sponge. It's just looking a little streaky. The foundation's looking quite a bit more like it's sitting on top of my skin than when I had previously used a beauty blender to apply it. So now that it's on, I'm just gonna take my sponge and go over top of it, just to pick up any excess product on my sponge, press the rest of it into my skin, and just get rid of those little streaky marks from the foundation brush. And then with whatever product's left on the back of my hand, I like to just bring that down my neck. Make sure everything's matching, even though this foundation is actually quite a good shade match for me right now. Alrighty, next up, my Becca Under Eye Corrector. Did you guys see that they're bringing this back, but with Smashbox? It's really interesting. I've never seen this happen with a brand before, but Becca, the company who makes this product, shut down in September, and a couple of weeks later there was this announcement on Trend Mood that said that Becca and Smashbox were gonna collab. I guess I should say collab, not Smashbox. Becca and Smashbox were gonna collab on bringing back Becca's most popular products. So both the Under Eye Corrector and the Champagne Pop Powder Highlight are coming back, and Smashbox is gonna sell them, and it's like a Smashbox / Becca product through the Smashbox line, even though Becca is shutting down. I guess the same company who owns Smashbox owns Becca, and so yeah, I guess they save, of course they're gonna save on all of the marketing, the like rental space for the Sephora display. They're gonna save on all of the maintenance of the website, the distribution center, all of that, and just take those two products that must have just been selling like way high and above the rest of the Becca line, and yeah, sell them through a different brand. It's really interesting. Now that we've seen this happen with Smashbox and Becca, I feel like we'll see that happen with other brands as well. The market is so saturated. There are new brands coming out every single day. It seems like every celebrity is launching their own makeup brand. And I mean, good for them. We've all seen what happened with Kylie. We've all seen what happened with Rihanna. They're both now billionaires. Billionaires because of their makeup brands. So of course anybody else who has a name is gonna try and recreate that success for themselves, but for us as consumers it just leaves us with like almost overwhelm of new releases. It's really hard to get excited about new releases these days. Anybody else feel that? I think that's one of the reasons why me and a lot of other people, we kind of end up, you know, following the brands that we relate to, following the brands that we really love, and focusing on just their new releases instead of the new releases of the entire makeup community in general, because it's just too much to keep up with. I'm just building up the coverage a little bit in some areas where I needed a little bit of extra coverage with my Too Faced Born This Way multi-use sculpting concealer. I'm running out of this. I probably shouldn't use it anymore. It was kind of burning my skin when I just put it on, now that I think about it. I think I'm gonna actually add this to my empties video because it is not quite finished. Like, can you see the little line on the bottom there? But I've gotten through so much of it and I've had it for way too long. Good for 12 months, and I've definitely had it for over 2 years now. There is so much product in here, so much. It's such good value for the price, and it's such a good concealer. But yeah, I don't think I should use that anymore. I used that one on my face, and then underneath my eyes, I've been using the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Self-Setting Concealer. Loving this. This with the Becca Eye Corrector are so, so good together. To set, I'm gonna go in with my Airbrush Flawless Finishing Powder from Charlotte Tilbury. I hardly have any left in here. I'm trying to get through it. I have a brand new one sitting right in front of me as well, but it's like gold. This is like $10 worth of product in here, so I feel like I need to use it up right to the very end, or at least until this little circle of product like breaks up and then it's just like chunks. Then at that point I can move on. So now that the colder weather is here, I've already noticed my skin starting to feel more dry. It's like barely even cold. I think it's like 15 degrees today. Like, it's not even really cold, but as we're getting into colder days, I can just feel my skin being a little bit more irritated. It's really like absorbing my skincare really quickly. Oh, I can still see some streakiness in my foundation on my forehead, and now I've just gone and set that into place. So yeah, definitely more of a fan of a sponge with that foundation. But yeah, so because my skin's just been like a bit more dry, I'm just gonna set where I put the concealer. So underneath my eyes, these little areas here, and then through my T-zone where I typically get oily throughout the day. And then the rest of it I'm gonna leave without powder, just to maintain that hydration that I built up with my skincare products underneath. Let's go ahead and finish off these eyes, shall we? I'm gonna take a little pencil brush and I'm gonna go back into, yeah, let's do the warm one. This warm kind of reddy orangey brown here. And bring that all the way across. These warm orangey tones always make my eyes look so green, which I love. All right, let me get some mascara on my, just throwing things. All right, so I'm gonna just get some mascara on my lower lashes here really quickly. And then I'm gonna put on my false lashes. Okay, lashes are on. It looks so good. I really went through a phase there for a minute where I was like anti-lash, but it has definitely been reawakened in me, the feeling of wanting an eyelash. Something about fall, I think. Fall is just, I don't know, I feel like wearing more makeup in the fall time. So I'm gonna go with the brown eyeliner now and just tightline. And then on the bottom of my waterline, I'm gonna use nude. The brown that I used was from YSL, waterproof liner. It's so short now, I can't remember the exact name of it, but I'll link it below if I can find it. I really, really actually love this YSL eyeliner. And this is the Charlotte Tilbury Eye Cheat, another really great product. And this lasts so long because you never have to sharpen it. You can just use it over and over again without having to sharpen it. And I'm gonna line the lower lash line with this. How do I prevent the upper lash line and the lower lash line from blending together and transferring to each other? I don't. And by the end of the day, these will be mixed and muddled, but for now, they look great. All right, next up, bronzer. Y'all know, I've been living for my cream bronzers, my cream blushes, and the love of my life this summer and continuing into fall has been this guy right here. This is the Denona Myricks Balm Contour. Jackie got this for my birthday or Christmas last year. I can't remember, but this is so good. They're carrying it on Sephora now. For a long time they weren't, but it's there now. So easier to get for a lot of you guys. Whoa, that was way too much. All right, let me blend that out. Look how easily that just blended out. I put on way too much product. You would never know.
See you soon.
Bye, have a good swim. Will just left to go swimming. He swam in school, which I just think is, like, if you were a swimmer and you swam in school, like, props to you. Getting in a tiny Speedo or like a little swimsuit when you're in junior high or high school and racing against other kids of your age, I just think that that is so brave. I would skip gym all the time. We had a pool at our school and one of our gym units was swimming, and I would always skip because yeah, I was so self-conscious. I did not want to be in a bathing suit in front of the people in my school. So there was a lot of I have my period, I can't, and just straight up not going to gym class. But yeah, well did racing. Now we have a pool in our building and it's an indoor pool, and so for me, I'm kind of like, that's such a waste of a pool. Like, the only reason I want a pool is so that when I'm really hot, when I'm laying in the sun, I can like get in the pool and cool off, or like, you know, pool parties, that kind of thing. That's not really indoor pool vibes. So that's not really like a usable feature for me, but it's great. Will can just book it, and because of COVID right now, it's only like one person can book the pool at a time, so he can book it and they go down and he has the whole pool to himself for his entire hour that he has it booked for. I'm very happy that he's able to take advantage of that amenity in our new place. How, like, isn't that just so stunning? Like, I don't have highlighter or anything on, and that glow from the bronzer, right? Like, it is just so good. All right, now that the bronzer is on, I'm gonna do my brows. Everybody knows, just the Glossier Boy Brow in brown. Okay guys, and I have been loving this again. Speaking of Becca and Smashbox, the Champagne Pop highlighter. As I've been doing richer, warmer looks with my eyeshadow, I've just felt like this highlighter has been so complimentary to all of the looks that I've been doing. Also because I've been using this greeny gold glitter on all my looks as well. I feel like the gold in this highlighter pairs so well with it. So I'm going to highlight with this. I'm not sure when the Becca / Smashbox release is going to happen. I don't know when they're gonna have that ready to go. I'll look into it and see if they're already up. I'll link everything down below. If you guys wanted to get your hands on stuff and felt like you missed out, now is your chance. Just using that to highlight the inner corner of my eye here. Oh my god, that looks so freaking good. And then a little bit under my brow bone. I guess it's under my brow, on my brow bone, not under my brow bone. Next up, let's do some blush. I've been wearing powder blush again recently, but today I'm just loving how much glow my cheek has. So I'm gonna do cream blush. I'm gonna use the Rare Beauty Nearly Apricot on this little Merit brush that I got that I love for my cream products. Oh yes, so good. I'm loving the way this makeup look is turning out. I feel like my eyeshadow looks really neat and nice. Sometimes I get a little sloppy with my blending, but I've been doing so much makeup on other people recently, more than I've ever done before. So I feel like everything is just very refined and precise at the moment. Okay, and so along with this drier skin in this colder weather, my lips are so dry. So I'm going to start with lip liner. This is the Walk of No Shame lip liner from Charlotte Tilbury. And then I'm just gonna go in with a gloss. This is the Collagen Lip Bath. This is the Collagen Lip Bath, also from Charlotte Tilbury, also in the color Walk of No Shame. Cool thing about the Collagen Lip Baths is that not only are they like stunning lip glosses, they have a really nice shine to them. They're not too sticky. They have a really nice minty scent. They look beautiful and luscious on the lips. They are also actually moisturizing and hydrating, so they will hydrate the lips as well while you wear it. So it's perfect for dry fall and winter lips. At what point did I dye my hair up? I did not dye my hair up on purpose. It must have been bothering me and I did it subconsciously. Tying your hair up as it's air drying is not the way to go. Hopefully it wasn't in there for too long. Okay, you guys, so here is the finished look, a little fall get ready with me video today. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please make sure to give it a thumbs up. That's gonna help more people to see it too, and it supports my channel. You can subscribe if you're new, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.